Hi guys, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about how to get the most from your farms, and in particular, I'm going to be focusing on research in this video. I'm going to be doing a series of videos on other elements of how to get the best out of your farms as well. But for today, I just wanted to focus on research because one thing that is key for us with our farms is time is precious, and you want to try and make farms as autonomous as possible so that you don't have to be constantly going into them. A lot of people I know don't go into their farms every day. So what can we do to make them productive for as long as possible? And research is a big part of that. So I'd like to just give you the broad context about my farm. So I'm in Pond Farm 2, and I didn't start any farms for the first probably 4 months that I was playing the game. And so this account is probably around 8 or 9, I'd probably say 9 months old now. So it's a C21 with 5 million power, because that's gone up due to the hero combat powers, giving me 1.5 million. And with my farms, I set the strategy of playing the long game with them. I really enjoy Rise of Empires. I knew that I was going to be playing this game for a couple of years at least. So what I did was I treated them like mini accounts for the first 3 or 4 months that I had them. I built up all of my farms. I had 5 farms initially, and I built them all up to at least level 18 or 19 before I started hitting them. So that allowed me to invest quite heavily into elements in them. And to put things into perspective, for the last couple of months, they're generating more resources than I can take out from my 2 or 3 mains that I use. I'm letting friends take out resources from them. I let a friend take 100 million lumber from me today. I can't actually take the gold out of them quick enough. So I'm pretty confident that the way that I've done my farms is a good way to go, and I hope that you'll take note of what I'm going to say. So let's talk about research. So as you can see in the Institute, I've got my research panel here, and you will see that I have maxed the top line: rapid production, town development, basic combat. You're going to want to do that for sure. Rapid production obviously gives you, because you've got to focus on generating resources. So rapid production is going to help you with your income from the rapid production and the processing, so to increase and actually allow you to do it. And when we look in town development, of course, this is going to help your gathering speeds. It's going to help your food and lumber and charcoal and iron and marble income increase. So those are all key basic elements that you want to do, even if you're not spending much time on your farm. Going on to the next kind of elements. So for me, as you can see, I've maxed my class Legion here, and I've also maxed Legion 1. I've done this in this account, but in my other farms, Pond Farms 3 to 7, I didn't max research for Legion 1. What I would suggest is, but I have maxed each class Legion in my farm accounts. The reason I do that is it gives me at least one decent Legion in each account that I can use, for instance, in Reign of Chaos. So quite often, if we were having wars, I'd be using my farms to clear tile chains that the enemy were making towards our AC. And because I had that higher troop count from having either having 2 or 3 heroes in my legions, then obviously then it would be easier to take those tiles with less hits. So class Legion as well, for instance, it's worth maxing so that you can have one strong Legion again for hitting a savage monster on rallies. What I've done as well in Pond Farm 2 was I upgraded my War Academy so that I was able to have 4 reinforced troops. So I can set my class legion from Pond Farm 2 to rally against a savage, and then all the other farms can join in that rally and benefit from the resources that are plundered from the rally. So that's just a quick point for you as well. Once you've maxed class legion, what I would suggest, as you can see here, Research Legion 2, Research Legion 3, they're both around the 30% mark. And I have research down to hero cooperation so that I can put that second hero in just to move that troop count up. And the reason for doing that is because heroes will allow you obviously to have more troops on that line in the Legion. And if you've got a higher troop count, then there's going to be a higher load. And if you have a higher load, then the troops can gather for longer, which means you don't have to go into your account so often to set them to go gathering again. And your account will gather a larger load, which you can then raid for your main account. A couple of things to kind of focus on for sure is, so you've got high speed gathering here, and you can increase it up to 25%. And then take it all, which is for the March load, to again just increase that load. Now I appreciate in Legion 2 and Legion 3 that is more expensive. So as you can see, for Legion 2 there I only did up to 4 of the 5 segments. But for class and for Legion 1 in all my farms I have maxed those out. So I would suggest you max out the high speed gathering and take it all in your class Legion at the very least, and also think about doing Legion 1. A couple of other things as well to have a look at. So in cavalry training, in the second section here, you have transport carts. Again, this is a load buff research. So the more you do this, it will give up to 100% increase in load on the original load. So as you can see here, I've done 13 of the 15 segments. It is starting to get a bit expensive now, 4 million iron, but it's given me 80% buff on the load again. So in this farm, I can actually, with those elements, just from the research, I can send troops out and they're going to gather for almost 2 days, which, you know, if you aren't going to be going into the game or you just don't have time to go into your farms for a day and a half, then you know you can set them out together and you're going to be getting a decent amount of resources they're going to be gathering for a long time. As you can see from my chart here as well, so I've done a bit of accessory production. And I like to do at least down to this here, which is Furnace Expansion 3. If you do down to Furnace Expansion 3, that will unlock 3 additional material crafting slots in your blacksmith, which will mean that you can craft 6 materials at a time, which again just means that you can be more efficient each time that you leave that farm. As long as you've set the materials to be crafted, then the blacksmith will craft them for you, and then when you come back they're ready for you to add in, so that you can hopefully craft some better gathering gear for your troops. One other thing I would suggest that you could focus on is zone commemoration. Now if you see here, I'm actually up to 90% in Pond Farm 2, and my end goal is to finish zone commemoration. And I would like to then upgrade the castle to castle level 22, C22, and make T8 cavalry in this account. And then I will probably stop developing it. But if you think that, again, the primary reason for having a farm is to have it generate resources for your main account or main accounts, there can be no better way than doing that than finishing zone commemoration and getting double rewards for everything that you do, and also all the diamonds that you get, which you can then transfer into resources if you wanted, and hitting those 9 boxes, getting those rewards chests there are so many benefits from it, as we all know. So that is my goal. But again, I appreciate people don't always have the time to invest into that. So what would be my advice on the minimum that you want to do? Well, if you look at the top here, so these first two elements, full scale production, this will increase your gathering speed during Clash of Province up by 50%, and Expedition Force will give you extra resources, so that increases your load for gathering during Clash of Province. So I definitely suggest you do invest in those. You will be making some medals, courage medals on your farms through the daily rewards, so it's definitely worth doing. And again, advanced rewards then would allow you to unlock levels 4 to 6 of the Clash of Province rewards. And Arms Expert is going to give you a 100% increase on those Clash of Province rewards, so it's easier to hit those third chests to get extra medals, get extra resources. Again, long game, all about maxing your resources from these accounts. And then if you look here on the left-hand side, we've got fast clearing, increased monster attack march speed. Not so great, but if you research this, it brings you onto carrying capacity, which will increase your load during Clash of Province. So that is going to help again, and you get 100% buff. So I would say, guys, you do want to, if you can, definitely research down to Arms Expert at least. And if you do have extra time, go down to carrying capacity. And then obviously once you've done max these 5, then it is this kind of next section. It's easy to do the first few levels anyway, even if you don't want to invest in the significant resources that are needed on these later segments. One other thing to think about, so you might notice here as well, so I am doing Zone Commemoration, and there are 2 elements that you need to satisfy, 2 criteria that you need to satisfy to complete Zone Commemoration. So if we look on the one more reward, it does require your institute to be level 17, and you do have to complete all researchers in improved medical facilities, along with obviously all the segments in Zone Commemoration. So I've nearly done that as well. I'm at 99% on the improved medical facilities. So I will do that once I'm close to finishing the one more reward on Zone Commem. And that is what I've been doing with my research in my farms, guys. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. I would like to just let you all know, so in state 55, we have just had today come up in our starting soon events. We've had, oh, it hasn't come up in the farm, but oh, here it is, Reign of Chaos. So we do have Eden starting next week, and that will mean that hopefully the X Heroes opening event will be available. And I've saved 405 tickets, super tickets so far in my main account for that. And I will be doing a video of me opening the tickets, and let's hope that I get lots of X Heroes. So that's something to look forward to in the next few days, guys. Hopefully next week. I'll probably open some on Monday and then try some on recruitment day on Thursday, and maybe even another bunch on Sunday. Might choose recruitment for Sunday as well. So we'll see. That's everything for the video now, guys. I hope you've been enjoying the videos I've been posting on the channel. Please do subscribe, ring that bell, like, and place any comments that you have below. And I will see you all soon.